Well, looks like we've been summoned by Vinny. So let's go and see what he needs from us. Oh, number of wild zones increased again? Also, why is it dark? Huh, this is new. Anyone talking about it? No, not really. Alright, let's head over to Quarzartico. You're both here. Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's the matter? What did you need me and Bobby for? I'm afraid I do not have answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. Man, I brought Team MZ's leader Tawny and her teammate Bobby as well. Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Tawny, Bobby. The two of you helped me out in a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So it was true, right? What was that? What that trainer was saying? I mean, his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone Rouge Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people and property values were in freefall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project, and so it fell to my company, Quarzartico Inc. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking, worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plan for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emanating a peculiar energy. This is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumiose City. At that same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves, as if drawn to this power, and now we have Rouge Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. Don't worry, Team MZ will help get all this under control. Thank you for that, young lady. Beg pardon, ma'am. It seems I've been called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ, which also led me to your group, Team MC, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right? Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokemon can truly live together. Help me make that dream a reality. We certainly will. Which means we better get to work right away. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Tawny. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by. I see. Forgive me. I just thought it looked familiar somehow. If you remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumio searching for someone. Remember, it could be the clue I need. Now, if you'll excuse me. Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of Mega Power. I'll email you all the details as usual. Leave it to us. This is what Team MZ's here for. We're gonna make Lumios a city that people and Pokemon can share. Like you were saying, man. Come on, heading back to the hotel. Time for another strategy meeting. Alright, more Rogue Mega Pokemon. Yeah, what other Mega Stones can I purchase? Endogrossite, Salmonite, Magranite, Chandelurite. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some. Let's get a look. No, I don't have it at the moment, but... I feel like I'll mainly go through a bunch of these side quests off stream. Yeah, there is just a lot. I mean, so far I've enjoyed the ones I have done. I'll probably still do like 1 or 2 more. You know, maybe it'll be like a Xenoblade game and it requires me to do a bunch of them before I can reach the end game. Gosh, I hope that's not there. If that is the case, hopefully not too many. So, why'd Vinny call you over to Quasartico? Guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. She said she's counting on our help to take care of the Rogue Mega Evolution problem. On that note, did you both hear from Vinny about Rogue Mega Evolution's reports for us to look into? That we did. Which I suppose means it's time for another strategy meeting. I don't know why they don't just start the cutscene. I mean, yeah, I guess I could go out and do other things. Here's the new info from Vinny. Our first concern is a Dragonite. Oh, okay. Second is a Tyranitar. And finally, a Starmie. All 3 of those can be difficult to tackle, even when they haven't Mega Evolved. Really? Dragonite? Yes, that makes perfect sense. Starmie? Not sure about that one, Naveen. Which means they'll be extremely tough customers when Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. You feel up for this? TMZ will be supporting you on the ground, as always. But even with our help, these will be serious opponents. We can't let our guard down. Sure, but think of how good we've gotten at working together now. Yeah! We've calmed so many rogue Pokemon, Team MZ is a well-oiled machine. True enough. Okay, so to recap. We've got 3 more Pokemon at risk of Rogue Mega Evolution. We'll stake out each of their locations, then support Bobby from there. The first, Dragonite. That one goes to Tommy. Naveen, you keep an eye on that Tyranitar. And I'll stand by to handle that Starmie. You always seem to leave the heaviest load on your shoulders. I can handle it. Thanks. I'm really glad to hear that. You can count on us to heal your Pokemon before we get into battle. Alright team, move out! Time to save more Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. Oh, this one to activate? Let's go. A bunch of Beldums. Whoa, hey kid! Step away from the elevator, it's not safe! Yeesh, what a mess. A bunch of Beldums swarmed around that elevator there. I just got it up and running, and now no one can even use it. I chased him off, but I don't know if I can handle all 4 at once. Man, what to do? A Beldum blockade. I can handle him. Bell. We got this, boys. Oh, can I not catch him? Now, it would have been... Okay, it'd be interesting if the two Beldums, two of each of the Beldums came together to become a Metang, and then you beat them as that. Then they do it again as a Metagross. That'd be interesting. Yeesh, why does this keep happening to me? Hey there, Amont. How are you getting on? Oh, sorry. You see, these little guys just... Oh, well now. Look at those Beldum. Lucky you. See, Beldum are made of magnets. They love the electromagnetic waves that Holovators emit. It means you got the Holovator up and running just fine. Guess I'll head back to my post then. Does that mean these Beldum are here because they took a shine to the Holovator I repaired? Bell. You know, I bet having these Beldum around would make it a cinch to tell when a Holovator's broken. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna catch these rascals and make them my partners. That sounds like a great plan. Oh, lucky helmet. He's got the Beldum squad now. Okay. I mean, I might just need to take that elevator. You know what? Let's just do that. Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's shrouded in Mega Power or whatever, and it's about to blow. No one's getting by me. Feels like I should have seen you two before, though. Oh, it's Bobby, ain't it? And that other one. Well, trainers as strong as you two ought to be alright. Come on then, follow me. For goodness sake. What imbecile let 2 civilians waltz in here? When I specifically said to block off the area. Mr. Felipe! Hi! What are you doing here? We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose residents to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought that if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing Rouge Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see. So you're trying to keep Lumiose safe, just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you'd understand. Then, what are we supposed to do? Battle for it, I guess. It's simple. If Bobby defeats my team, then will be unable to take on other opponents. You got this, boys. Ooh, Mega Skarmory. Wait, we've seen this before. Mega Evolution proves our bond. Let me show you the true beauty of Skarmory. True strength lies in drawing out the full strength of your Pokemon, huh? I see you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can leave things to Team MZ. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Yet now, I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. That's kind of funny coming from you, Felipe. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbeau started up all sorts of businesses. Security services, Pokemon couriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Yet young Corbeau and his partner Venipede gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead, until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely, and in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he has been the only person I called my boss. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that in exchange for your silence. Please take this. This is Waterstone, right? Use it on that partner of yours. It'll surely help you protect Lumia. Now, please, make sure to handle things here. If the city goes down, the Rust Syndicate will have no clients left to work with, after all. If I use the stone Felipe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it? Right. Yeah, okay. I'll evolve my partner, then we got to go calm that Rouge Mega Starmie. Alright, Rose Raid. Roselia. Or Starmie's Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. Want me to heal your Pokemon? Nah, I'm good. Aren't my Pokemon also already healed? That's what it looks like. Ah, no need to be shy about it. I got you. Okay, so... like, that's the thing with Pokemon sometimes. I hate just the non-choices. It's so goofy. This is the one Mega Evolution I kept saying. Oh my god, so goofy. Alright, I forgot you can't have these two. Alright, keep dodging mortal. Ah, come on. Oh jeez. Getting angry. Oh, jeez. Oh god. There we go. Star Minite. Good work. There's one more. That's one more rogue Pokemon calmed. These battles really take it out of you, huh? I know we gotta help these poor Pokemon and stop their suffering, but geez, they don't let up with their super fierce attacks. With all that running and dodging, it leaves me absolutely starving. Do you think Lumios's restaurants might have started all this as a plot to bring in customers? Nah, couldn't be. That'd be wild. Alright, let's head to the next one. The Dragonite. No, of course it goes way up there. We're gonna make it over to that elevator or a ladder around here. There we are. Oh, I don't have to do it. Ooh, ow. There you are. Dragonite's just up ahead. So, Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard and it's built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too. You don't really know what to expect from it. But you look curious. Something on your mind? Yeah. I guess I feel like I need to protect this city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now, that means taking care of Lumios's Rouge Mega Evolution problem. Alright then, let's do it. Let's save this Dragonite. I got ice thing on you. That did not do much. Gyarados is taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Run out of Mega Power. Attack. There we go. One more to go. You're on a roll. Sooner or later, we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. Then, Lumiose will be a place shared by people and Pokemon, just like the folks at Quasartico want. Keep it up! Now, just for the Tyranitar. Dark Rock? Yeah, okay. But you could handle this on your own if you had to. But you can count on Scrappy and me for help. Here's our likely soon-to-be Mega Evolved target, Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. As you expect from the name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight. But my Scrafty should do well against Tyranitar in terms of type matchup. In any case, this Tyranitar needs our help, so we'll simply have to do. I bet you could handle this on your own. Mega Tyranitar. He's already halfway done. And this has close combat and Mega Horn. Really speeds it up. And there it goes. Ah, that was much quicker than the others. All these wild Pokemon gathering in Lumios, and all this rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be relieved when we can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. Looks like we've taken care of all the rogue Pokemon that Vinny reported. Why don't we regroup at the hotel for now? Now it's starting to rain. Yeah. Alright, back to the hotels. We managed to save another bunch of Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. I'm so glad we got you on Team MZ. Hey, AZ, can I ask you something? Yes. What is it, my young friend? You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user. But how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer is the actual strongest? That is up to Floette to decide. But how do you mean? I mean that it will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in claiming rogue Pokemon. But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe it's gotta be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she can rely on? Well, that must mean Bobby. Says who? Ooh, next match time. Grisham. Alright. Well, we've never met before, it seems. So, it's finally time. You're closing in on rank A now! The very top of the ZA Real! Just one question. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? Not that they've made it to rank B, but managed to keep their face secret. Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their Zia Real activities separate. Some people register under pseudonyms or nicknames too. That's true, but still, how are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? You have to wait for them to find you, I guess. And risk things getting worse with Prism Tower? No way. You can't just sit back and wait. Yeah, ask Emma. Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head over to the Lucro Bureau, Bobby, and try to find out more about this Grisham. Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the Zia Real under a false name? There's some strange people out there. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled, yet failed. Alright, let's go see Emma. Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there. What can I do for you today? Is this about your case? I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumios within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Bobby's opponent for the next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. Grisham. I know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the Zia Real, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. You still want to know? What the heck? I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the Zia Real, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. Are you ready to battle me? I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar, everyone, let's go! Now is that supposed to be Looker or Dr. Dorset? Yeah. I'm not sure. It's something like that. You've gotten this extra drill. What? Oh wait, for a second I thought the Lucario was last Pokemon. I was like, didn't she say Malabar though? My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit. Interesting. I don't know why the hair on top very much reminds me of Ursula. Also, you are very good Pokemon. Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Tell me, what do you know about Team Flare? Oh, is it a previous Team Flare guy? They're the group that caused all that trouble for Talos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. The group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago. Now he's reappeared, calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with mysterious Pokemon. It seems suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. Everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumios. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently, they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. Though it's not clear if Grisham was even a real name. Now it seems Grisham is taking a part on the ZA Royale. But why? To what end? There's no real saying for sure. Not until I do some more digging, at least. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. She used to work for Team Flare. Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating on my own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says. To the director's office, all the way to the top. That rat! That vile little man! I can't believe that mare. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. It's not even like I can tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Hey, Babel! Are you making progress on my research tasks? Grisham? Who could that be? Team Flare? It seems you already know more about Chris than I would have thought. Aw, nice, the Team Flare music. Fine. So I used to be a part of Team Flare. I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious. But there are still people today who react badly if they ever hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. Wait, your laptop literally has the Team Flare logo on it. And your chair. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal. Jeez. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me, and if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. Didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? He was part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Gris. It means gray, like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off the skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking of now, joining the ZA Royale. But if you really got to know, you might want to try Nouveau Cafe over in Centrico Plaza. You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh. Kid, don't talk all that mystery and fun out. Don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation. Well, I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep on my research work, too. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I wonder if it's that, coffee lady there. I'm trying to think of any other major characters that we've talked to, and she's kind of the last one. Or it could be you. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. Well, isn't this entertaining? Looks like we managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Centrico Plaza's famed Novo Cafe truck is indeed just a front. Okay, so it is you. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nouveau. Yes, you found me. Grisham, at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that are brought to me the ZA Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Should I explain the whole thing? Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. Oh, so she... You know... Now I feel dumb as well. Literally, the Team Flare logo right there. There's no point in even trying to explain it to all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grizel, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nouveau. Let's take this kid down, right here, right now, while we got the chance. Grizel, please do calm yourself. Nouveau Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. No place to start a commotion. Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your way there, your own way. We'll meet you there. Yeah. You said you were closing up shop. The door is still open. I'm gonna guess you also left the keys in here, so I could just take your truck. Great going, you two. Alright. Let's learn some more about Team Flare.